Welcome back to my channel Gain of Knowledge. So guys, today let's learn about acid, bases and salts. Now in this part of video, let's learn about acids and a slight introduction about bases. We all know that chocolates, ice creams and cakes taste sweet because they all have sugar in them. But have you ever wondered why certain food like lemon are so to taste? Lemon juice contains an acid, that is, it contains citric acid. As you can see, lemon contains citric acid, and the vinegar added to food to make it sour is actually another acid, that is the acetic acid. And even the curd contains an acid, that is the lactic acid. The word acid comes from the Latin word acere, which means sour. Substances that contain acids are acidic substances. Now, baking soda, as you all know, is used along with flour, sugar, and other ingredients to bake cakes and biscuits. Now, what happens if you use excess of baking soda? Once baked, the cake or biscuit smells good, but they have a slightly bitter taste. What if you accidentally touch a bit of soap to your tongue while having a bath? Yes, you are right. It does taste bitter. Doesn't the soap also feel slippery? The bitter taste and the slippery feel are properties of another substance, a base. Substances like soap and baking soda that contain bases are called basic substances. What about the substances that are neither acidic nor basic? The, they are said to be neutral. Pure water is one such example. Thus, we observe that substance can be classified as acidic, basic, and neutral. We shall study more about acidic and basic substances along with their properties and uses in this lesson. Acids. One of the key features of an acid is that on dissolving in water, it releases hydrogen ions. Ions are positively or negatively charged atoms. Its acidic property is because of the hydronium ions. H3O plus formed by the combination of the hydrogen ion and water. Acids can be classified in different ways. Types of acids based on origin. Based on their origin, acids can be classified as organic acids or inorganic acids. Sources of organic acids are natural substances like living or organic matter, plants and animal materials, natural food such as fruits, etc. Citric acid in orange and lemons are malic acid in apples are examples of organic acid. Sorry, that is a lemon and malic acid in apples. Acids, acids which are derived from minerals are known as inorganic minerals or synthetic acids. For example, inorganic acids are hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3, etc. Now, based on concentration, Acids can also be categorized on the basis of concentration. Acids are often dissolved in water to prepare aqueous solution with water. Aqueous means solution with water. Aqueous acid solutions with different concentrations. Concentrated acids are those acids which are either pure or those which have a high content of acid and low content of water in its aqueous solution. On the other hand, dilute acids have a low content of acid and a high content of water in its aqueous solution. Now, based on strength. With respect to strength, acids can be categorized as strong or weak acids. Strong acids break up into ions completely, whereas weak acids only partially break up into ions. Mineral acids such as HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, etc. are examples of strong acids, while organic acids such as oxalic acids, acetic acid, and most organic acids are example of weak acids. Now let's learn the properties of acid. Characteristic properties of acids are as follows. They are sour to taste, but note, you should never try to taste them. They are corrosive in nature, especially mineral acids, and can erode or eat away metals like iron and aluminum. As you can see, the acid has eroded the iron pipe. This is why they are usually stored in glassware. However, the hydrofluoric acid HF is an exception, as it eats through the glass as well as and is thus stored in specialized plastic bottles. Since they are corrosive, one should be very careful while handling concentrated acids as they can cause severe burns if they come in contact with the skin. Concentrated acids also destroy organic materials like cloth, wood, paper, etc. Acid turn blue litmus paper red. They are electrically conductive when dissolved in water. They react with bases to form salts and water. Now let's learn about the reaction of acid. Before that, you can see here the acid turns the blue litmus paper red and the base turns the red litmus paper blue. Now let's learn the reactions of acid. Reaction of dilute acid with metals. Certain reactive metals such as sodium Na, potassium K, magnesium Mg, calcium Ca, and zinc Zn react with acids to form a salt and liberate hydrogen gas. The release of hydrogen gas can be seen in form of bubbles. For example, 2K, that means potassium plus dilute hydrochloric acid 2HCl. 2 means nothing but the molecules 2 potassium and 2 hydrochloric acid gives 2 KCl potassium chloride plus hydrogen gas is liberated. Next example is Mg means magnesium plus H2SO4 means dilute sulfuric acid gives MgSO4 which means magnesium sulfate plus H2 means it liberates hydrogen gas. Let's move to the next example, that is Ca calcium plus 2HCl dilute hydrochloric acid gives CaCl2, calcium chloride plus H2, that means hydrogen gas is liberated. Let's move to the other reactions of the acid with carbonates. Now let's learn the reaction of acids, in which let's learn about the reaction of acid with carbonates. Dilute acids react with metal carbonates or bicarbonates and release carbon dioxide gas. Na2, for example, Na2CO3, which means sodium carbonate plus HNO3 means dilute nitric acid gives 2NaNO3, which means sodium nitrate plus H2O means water plus carbon dioxide gas is liberated. And let's go to the another example, that is NaHCO3, which means sodium bicarbonate plus HCl, which means dilute hydrochloric acid, which you learned before also, gives NaCl, which means sodium chloride plus H2O, which means water, plus CO2, which means carbon dioxide gas, is liberated. This is the end of the topic of acids. Let's uh, let's learn the topic of bases in the next video. So stay fit and goodbye.